Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are back on some Gran Turismo 7 with the new daily races that have arrived. So this one is Sardinia, potentially. I can't really remember the name actually, but we are jumping in this track anyway, and we've got 12 minutes or 12 and a half minutes of qualifying to do. So we'll show a few of these laps. Now skip ahead a little bit. Obviously I haven't set a time. This is literally my first lap actually on this particular daily race, and I've got to say that it's quite a disappointment really. You'll see later on in the video why this race was complete trash in a sense for me. So anyway, some of these corners are quite tricky as well. I mean, little nuclear explosion there, of course. Hit the wall there, so kind of damaged my front right tyre wheel, so not able to turn properly. Anyway, set a first lap after hitting the wall there of 1:46.4, so quite a shocker really. So hopefully we can improve on that. Good thing with the Ghost, of course, is that you get live feedback, I guess, and you can obviously improve on the fly. Now get this left-hander here a little bit better than the Ghost, so it allows me for a nice setup on this right-hander. So to skip ahead a little bit, we 0.188 of a seconds in front now, so obviously ahead of the Ghost. Now end of this back straight here, 0.8 seconds up, so a good improvement there. Probably looking at a mid-range 145, obviously depending on how the last few corners go, especially this left-hander coming up now. Definitely need to lift off and brake a little bit to get around the corner. So 1.5 seconds now, so actually a very decent time, but run wide there, so not too good. But anyway, set a 1:43.9, so about two and a bit seconds clear. Now of course, like always, get a good lap, and then the next lap I just overdrive it. But as we come up to the last parts of this particular track, yeah, Sardinia, I was correct. Okay, so it is actually Sardinia, yeah. We actually get a better exit out of the corner. Now obviously we won wide here on the last lap, but this we correct it. So actually a slower start of the lap turned out to be a quicker lap, 1:43.3, so not too bad of course. Lap 5 now, and we do set a 1:42.7, so improving once again. Now lap 7 going into 8, where it looks like we're up on the Ghost again, so at 1:42.4. So overall really good improvements. Now start of the race, P6 start, so well, not low mid pack I say. Now obviously this course is quite tight when you get to the road part of the track, but a little bit of a late break there, but couldn't get the outside overtake done, but no harm, we didn't lose a position. So overall pretty good I would say at the start of the race. No first corner collisions of course. Now again, get the outside overtake done there, so P5 we've got P5 now. We get a little bit of a good exit compared to the Honda now, so we try and get an overtake done, but I know I'll get pinched, so I backed off a little bit. Obviously he hit the wall there, so it slows him down, so we get the overtake done eventually. Now it's like pretty much 3 abreast coming up the straight, but we're in P4 now, so real actual good movement now, and hopefully he then dives to the inside, the Swedish guy there. Now I do get a bit lucky there, I don't want to get pinched into the wall. Now as we again approach these last couple of corners before the start of the next lap, run a little bit wide, tap the wall. Now the Honda does come back. We still remain in P4. Then I get hit, a little bit of a tap, sends me out spinning. So already off to a great start, not even lap 2, and been sort of taken out, I guess. So P13 now, so we went from P4 to P13. Now skip ahead a few laps, so near the end of lap 3. Actually in P12, I think there was a crash just back there, so we got a free overtake essentially. Now we've got to now catch up to P11, which we are in the threshold of less than a second. Now I'm not sure what happened there. Looks like P10 was just like doing a Tony Hawk and grinding on the wall, so it slows him down. We're now catching up with P11 now with the slipstream. So beginning of lap 4 here, we do get the overtake done. So now moving into P11, set the fastest lap of the race, which I didn't actually realise I did. So 1:43, pretty much. Now I thought I was going to hit the back of the Honda, and sort of took my breath away. Actually, I thought I was very late on the brakes, but turns out it was right. So no need to panic there. Now we are again P11, lap 4, so lap and a bit to go, and we are catching up to P10 here. Again, about half a second gap between myself and Mad Zyri 84 there. So obviously nice big long flat, well not straight but curve. We hopefully try and catch up. I mean, we are catching up quite slowly. I don't think we're going to get enough speed to get the overtake done before this corner. So now it's just about trying to be smooth. The Honda there runs a little bit wide, but we follow the same line as pretty much. Now there could be a potential position for P9. It's only just up the road. Now I know that this corner again can be a bit tricky. So as long as I take it smooth, which I do, don't be touching the grass there and subsequently smashing into the wall. Now Honda there hits the wall, but then causes us to not sure what it is, but the physics
into the wall, bro.
Yeah, into the wall, bro. Come on, like, you know, the physics there, I think did us dirty, so slowed us right down. But lap 5, hard on the brakes. Now I mean that was my fault completely. I do laugh because it's how
Mate, I don't know.
how ridiculous that was.
4 seconds, bro. Come on.
I mean, I say that, I did literally smash him off the racing line, so understandable, of course. Now, we do actually catch up to P8, straight 6 there, and I'm not too sure what the other one is, Walid 69. We have actually caught up, so I know I got a 4-second penalty, but it might be worth maybe trying an overtake. I don't know. I just can't believe I got a 4-second penalty, and you know, again, I'm not sure what happens, but I served the penalty, and then, long and behold, the Gran Turismo gods cursed me with
a 2-second penalty as well.
with a 2-second penalty. So this race has been absolutely atrocious. We'll jump into the next race, and we'll see what happens in that race. So, second race now, and we start in P7, so again, one place below where we started in the first race. Now, this race again is a bit abysmal, I would say. You'll probably again see why, but like I said, starting in P7, got Danny Turbo there, sort of not letting me come onto the track. So, a little bit of a cluster mayhem going on at the moment. I'm not really too sure what's happening where we are, but we actually moved down to P10, so we lose a few places, but not the end of the world. P8 there running wide, so we'll let them two battle it out. The UC there running wide onto the grass, so we get a free position gained right there. Now Shivam runs wide, so this allows us to catch up on the back straight along here. So we go for the inside undertake coming into this left-hander, so we do have priority in terms of positioning run a tad wide, and I get hit and get spun out once again. So, common theme with this race is we get spun out quite a bit. But that Danny Turbo is actually just in front of us there. So, you know, obviously he was in front of us when we lost our positions. Now, I'm going to argue a case of it's actually a green flag. I know it says yellow, but I get a 3-second penalty for ignoring yellow flag, but on that particular straight, the guy was waving a green flag. So I'm not too sure if that was correct. I mean, obviously correct me if I'm wrong, but a 3-second penalty is quite a lot. But we'll skip ahead now on lap 2, just a few corners after the first corner. We caught up with Danny Turbo, but obviously we have got a 3-second penalty to deal with as well. He runs, I wouldn't say wide, but he runs not on the optimum line. But he does run wide there, and I hit the wall, and he turns left on the straight. That's great. That's good 2 positions gained there. So now in P10, where we were originally before I got run wide on the first corner. Now, I'm not too sure what happens here, but is this head gasket gone or something like that? There's a lot of smoke there. He also has a 1-second penalty, but obviously to us, it doesn't really matter. Now, Shivam there spun out or hit the grass, or someone took him out. So in P9, about to lose that. Now I'm back into P10. So obviously a common theme is in P10 quite a lot. Now behind us again is Danny Turbo. Now coming up on the first corner, he's on the outside. Has a little peak. Doesn't get past though. So still remain in P10, which is good. Obviously good for us. We need to catch up really with Paddy up in front there. With P8 also just in the end distance there. So hopefully that is the goal we try and go for. Now, do run a tad wide on that right-hander there, so not a good optimum line. Now, skip ahead a little bit onto this like back straight, coming up to this left-hander. We do catch up with Paddy, and almost run into the back of him. Had to do a last-minute manoeuvre to not run into the back of him and get another 4-second penalty. That would be awful. Now, obviously another yellow flag, but disappears. Now Paddy here takes that pretty smooth. So do we. And we got that Danny Turbo who's about half a second behind. Now this corner everyone messes up on. Paddy there runs wide. So again get the undertake done. So this coming up is actually extraordinary too. So onto the main straight, beginning of lap 4. We look behind and I'm not sure what.
What on earth? What the hell? Oh my god.
I'm not really too sure what happened. They both sacrificed their laps and went into the pits. I mean, Danny Turbo literally just turned right on a straight. But skip ahead and we get the overtake done. So move into P8 and then beginning of lap 5. Some more smoke going on the front. And again, now we skip ahead. Get close to these group of cars here. You see there hitting the wall, slowing right down, allows us to catch up. So could be a potential for P6 at the moment. As long as I can take this nice and smooth. Obviously you see there runs wide, hits the grass, slows him down, so we get the overtake done. So we move up to P7. Now there is a penalty in front, so we're guaranteed at least P7 unless something happens. And we get the overtake done, which looks like we're going to. So P6 for us, which is great. And that basically is that. Now, if you like what you see, want to see more, let me know down below. Comment, subscribe, like, dislike, do what you want. Share with your friends, turn the notification bell on. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.